This episode of We Three Trolls is being brought to you by marijuana. Hate your memories, hate your feelings, hate everyone and everything around you? Try marijuana. Nothing compares to marijuana when it comes to crushing productivity and nuking motivation. Hey! It's no wonder the U.S. government is legalizing it all of a sudden. Marijuana is an excellent leash, so tie one on today. Marijuana! I recorded this while high on marijuana. How do you do? Mr. Carl Lamley feels it would be a little unkind to present this podcast without just a friendly word of warning. We are about to unfold the story of We Three Trolls, three gender-neutral persons of science who sought to create a person after Z's own image without reckoning upon God. It is one of the strangest tales ever told. It deals with the two great mysteries of creation, life and death. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So, if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we warned you.
Let me ask you guys a question. This is kind of a moral question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still pedophilia if I jack off to pictures of myself as a child? Isn't that just narcissism? It's okay, right?
That's narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
That's narcissistic pedophilia.
You don't jack off?
I don't jack off. I jill off, but definitely not to myself. It's
I
mostly
jill
thoughts
out.
of romance that I jill off to, you know, like nice gestures and stuff like that. But
I believe it,
that's
actually.
about it.
I believe women do masturbate to kindness.
Yeah, that really turns me on. Yeah.
But you'd be so turned off if it actually happened in real life. That's why it's just a fantasy.
No, that's false.
It's not false.
If a guy tries a little too hard, then, you know, that's a red flag. Then he might be gay.
What's too hard?
He's cooking and cleaning for you. Oh, you don't have to do anything, blah, blah, blah. And like, just, it's kind of gay if a guy does that. You still kind of want him to be a little bit of an asshole, but nice. Like, you know, they'll get you flowers, open a door for you, you know, like little things like that.
Like the door to the kitchen.
The door to the kitchen.
I'll open the door to the exit for you.
That too. Yeah, whatever. Just nice things.
Well, okay, here we go, guys.
We Three Trolls was shot in front of a live studio audience in the Brat Cave, aka the basement of the world famous. I am the wind beneath your wings.
Who's with me today?
I'm Webb Savell.
And I'm Rose Leshy.
Cool. Well, I wanted to go over some stuff that we talked about last time because some of it's sort of ringing in my ears, some shit that you said, Rose. I thought this was a very important point that she made. I'm haunted. I'm haunted by your words, Rose, because you said girls are really mean in high school because they know the boys will get their revenge in their 30s. That's the truest fucking shit ever said on this podcast, perhaps on any podcast.
That's true.
We do it subconsciously, maybe.
I think
I'm
girls
thinking
know
about
the
it
score
now.
for years. Because you watch your own parents. You watch like, mom and dad don't like fuck anymore. They don't seem to kiss each other and stuff.
Yeah.
You know it's diminishing returns. You see it in your actual house, I think.
Yeah, I think too. Once you get older, they just become like friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know your hotness. You don't want to waste your time. You know who you want, and you're like, don't talk to me. Like, don't even. You know,
that's why girls
it's
hate
that
their
attitude.
ex-boyfriends, because they're like, I wasted 24 through 26 on this asshole. I could have been having a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not really.
Or just fucking some other dude with a hot tub.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a hot tub, ladies. It's, it's closed right now because it's still cold.
Yeah.
Why is it cold?
Isn't
I mean,
that
why it's a hot
ironic?
tub?
Isn't
Why
that
does it?
ironic
Why
that
do you
they
gotta
turn
close
the fucking
it?
hot tub off when you
Yeah.
would want it when it's like 40 degrees outside?
That's ridiculous.
It makes no sense. It's L.A.
Hell A.
Hell A.
Am I right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
What a shithole. Also haunted by this podcast in the regard that I keep thinking of things that I do which are very troll-like in my real life.
Mm-hmm.
Long before this podcast existed, that I was and continue to be a troll. So I even troll like chicks I'm dating, right? So this girl I was dating about 10 years ago, this is a long time ago, this is MySpace days. So we were dating, and she wouldn't tell anyone that we were dating, and it hurt my feelings, all right? I have feelings. I'm not fucking mad as stone. So I went to her, and I was like, listen, we've been dating for like 2 months. Like, what the fuck? You don't tell any... I've never met any of your friends. I don't think you told any of your friends that I exist. P.S. She didn't have no friends. I'm flabbergasted by the horror of the reality of my life and what has happened in it. But anyway, so she wouldn't tell anyone that we were dating, and it hurt my feelings. So I said, well, why don't you change your MySpace status to in a relationship with Joseph P. Larkin? And she said, yeah, she did it. And then I broke up with her the next day.
You bitch. You fucking bitch.
I know that sounds like
got
a
what
chick
you
would do
wanted.
that.
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
did. Isn't that a girl? Yeah, it's a girl move, dude.
That's what I'm
without a
saying.
doubt.
It's right in the wheelhouse. Like,
That's what a girl would do.
It must have hurt her twice as much to have that happen by a man. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels like it's gross.
Oh, it was probably very hurtful. I mean, I haven't even changed my status on mine because they decide to post it. And I feel like it's like so annoying. Like, why is it anybody's business? You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
unless you're,
Why
like,
is it
you know, like,
anybody's
why do they have to
business?
post that? And like, why? I just choose not to. But then at the same time, I kind of want to, because guys are like, hey, what's going on? And the DM's like, thanks for accepting my friend
Right.
request. I'm like, I only hey, loser, I only accepted you because we have mutual friends, and I assume you're a open micer, a comedian, or
That's a good
something.
reason to deny a friend
Oh
request.
God!
I
And
think.
I immediately delete them after that. As soon as they start talking or they wave at me, I'm like, delete
What, people ain't
Immediately.
poking anymore?
immediately. Oh, the pokers too. They're gone. They're gone. So don't do that shit to people.
No game.
People still do that?
Poking?
Because they know what's going on. They just they're just trying. How do guys live like that? They just get denied left and right
Dude.
on social media constantly.
Dude,
like
constant
if
rejection.
that happened to me, I would quit life. You know,
wouldn't
like
know-
if
you
that's-
can't relate to that at all, but that
No.
is guys' reality all day.
all day.
All day getting rejected by fours and shit.
And they just take it. They take it and they just keep moving on. They're
This
just
is why Elliot Rogers
Yeah.
happens. You
Yeah.
flip out, you shoot up a fucking Burger King,
oh my God.
you take your AK.
Who's Elliot Rogers?
Elliot Rogers, he's my fucking hero.
Oh my God.
He's my inspiration. He's the wind beneath my wings. Elliot Rogers killed several hot girls in Santa Barbara because they wouldn't fuck him.
See, that's what happens when you have too much cum in your balls. You just gotta let it out. You gotta let it out somehow.
I
Do
know.
something, man. There's no excuse for that, you little hateful bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did also like stab his roommates who were dudes first. So I feel like it's not exactly a one-sided
Yeah.
issue.
Maybe they drank his last Capri or something and he just couldn't take it anymore. And that just set him off, you know?
Who is eating my Otter Pops in this
Someone went
fucking
into my
house?
toy
I
room.
can't take.
Did you go into my toy room and move my T-Rex from Jurassic Park? I have to talk about this for 1 second. You were talking about, dude, most guys just give the fuck up, dude. They just don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
There's a phenomenon on YouTube, and I'm obsessed with it, where these guys will show you a tour of their toy rooms.
Holy
They have a whole room
shit.
in their house. Might be a man cave, but I doubt there's any women anywhere nearby because they have so many toys. This guy, he had 9,000 action figures in one room. Not one girl anywhere in sight. You know, when you just figure like, fuck it. I'm never getting laid again. Because you can never get laid again if you have that in your house. No woman's going to come into your house and be like, ooh, my panties are dampened now. You have 9,000 toys, you say?
Yeah, I just started going through menopause. I'm dry, just listening to that. Early onset.
You know what? That's a real testament, though, to the money someone can save by
That's
not.
what I was thinking too,
by
man.
not trying to court these chicks. These guys have like a whole.
You can buy so much shit when you're not buying Olive Garden meals
Also
every
that-
fucking.
I love
third.
Olive Garden.
Me
Oh my
too.
God, it's so fucking good.
That's so yummy.
Breadsticks, everything about the whole experience at Olive Garden.
Just
is
the right amount of butteriness on that
love it.
breadstick. I hate people that hate on the Olive Garden.
Why? It's
Fuck
fucking
them. It's the best, dude.
it's great Italian,
drinks.
authentic Italian cuisine.
Jesus Christ. It is so. I hate it. I hate
Really?
the Olive Garden.
You
Yeah.
don't even like the
Crazy.
breadsticks that they bring out with all
Nah,
the dipping
dude.
sauces? And
It doesn't
The
do it for
You're
salad.
just
me.
doing it wrong. This is how you do it, all right? You walk to the neighborhood Olive Garden. This part's key. You got to
Yeah.
walk over there. You sit in the bar.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You get the house Cabernet, which is actually really tasty. And then you start eating the salad and breadsticks, which will make it so that you can get another or two more glasses of the house Cabernet. Then you're drunk. But the hangover the next day is not so bad because you ate some salad. You see what I'm saying here?
as long as you fuck with some greens and some salad,
I
you're good. You
cannot-
can have a whole bottle of
So
wine.
that's why
It's
the
okay.
Olive Garden rules.
Yeah,
I
it
cannot
crosses each other out.
believe you are trying to sell that as a positive experience. That sounded.
Could I add that I'm alone?
Look, I'm not saying I'm too good for Olive Garden. I just don't like it. I do like Chili's.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Okay.
See
That's
what I'm
fucking
saying?
gross.
Hate Red
Chili's is not
Lobster.
good.
You don't like the cheese biscuits at
Yeah,
Red Lobster?
cheddar biscuits.
Oh, the
I-
cheddar
I
biscuits.
just can't take it.
I like the pick
Can't
2,
take
pick 3, all those options. Yeah, I'm down with all those chains.
Me too, actually.
I
They're
am. You know what
fucking
you're gonna
great,
get.
dude.
I know what's on the
Buffalo
menu.
Wild Wings is awesome.
It's great. Oh, these fucking mom pops,
I know. Fuck that.
fucking assholes.
Get your business out of
Yeah.
here. We need.
I don't even know what's on your menu and why is it so
Fuck your
expensive?
menu, yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you have cheese cheddar biscuits at your mom and pop place? That's why you're failing.
This is coming from a child that her parents owned a mom and pop place.
What'd you guys sell? Was it a porno store? Dildo store?
Food.
What kind of food?
Just it's a diner. So breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Oh
sick.
hell yeah!
Yeah.
Cool. Do you
Yeah.
know how many teenagers got fingered in those booze?
Not at my restaurant.
I don't know.
Not that. No. It's good food though. I hated working there, but
Does it still
it's
exist?
awesome. Yeah, it's still there.
Sick.
Yeah, it's still there.
Did you have to do like every job?
Every fucking job.
Mm.
Every job. Especially when people didn't show up. I had to end up doing that.
And your parents are immigrants, so they started when you were like a child.
I started when I was 10. Yeah, I didn't have to. I mean, I wanted to. I was
Oh,
like,
to make money.
I wanted to make tips.
Yeah.
I was like, I could do this. I can, And people always like tip me more because they're like, oh, look, she's fucking child and she's waiting on me.
We three trolls will return after these subliminal messages.
Okay,
It's just the cuckening is what I'm talking about. You know.
It starts young and it never ends. And they can't help it. They'll do it to you. Your mom, your sister.
My mom didn't want me to work at a young age. She's like, oh, no, you don't have to. I was like, I want to. I want to. Like, I wanted to buy shit. But it teaches you the value of money and hard work. And now when I go out and I have people in service industry or any industry, I respect them. I have empathy. I understand where the fuck they're coming from for the most part, Otherwise, if you don't, I'm like, how the fuck are you going to know? You have no idea. You're just going to be a fucking little asshole. But
Speaking of being a fucking little asshole, I wanted to go over something from last week. I didn't feel like we fleshed it out enough, but
about me trolling my mom?
yeah, trolling is the way of saying it. But you and your brother and your mom, you made her an accessory after the fact in your crimes of selling drugs.
Yes. Are you talking about the weed?
Yeah, let's start with that. How
When
many,
I
how
was
many brothers do you have, by the way?
2.
2 older?
One older, one younger.
Oh, you're the middle one.
Yeah, I'm the middle.
Interesting.
I'm the middle girl child, and then I grew up with a bunch of like cousins and stuff like that were all males, and they all were fucking dicks to me. No, I shouldn't say that. They were pretty nice, but they gave me hell. Which
Do you think that's why you understand men?
I think so. Well,
Because
why? Because how I think like a man sometimes.
well,
Sometimes.
some
you
people
also-
are just like totally clueless about the other sex. I feel
Yeah.
like they don't understand any like thing except what's on the surface layer.
Right.
But
Those
like,
people are autistic.
Well, when you have brothers and stuff, like even when this whole Me Too stuff started happening and like these girls are like going to the hotels rooms, I'm like, my brother's like, hey, that guy's trying to fuck you. That's why he's doing that. You know, like he would say that to me and
Right.
like, I'd be like, oh, I didn't even think, but so learning that at a very young age, what motivates dudes is their dick and you're constantly reminded of it. I think it's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. Because you grew up with sisters. It's
That's why I know
so-
women so well.
That's why you hate women so much.
Nah. Well, maybe. I definitely
you
did
don't.
growing up.
Yeah.
Because, you see
I was mean to my little
unfiltered
brother.
versions of women. Holy shit. When they don't have to pretend.
Yeah. I
Holy
was pretty
shit.
mean to him. I mean, now we get along. He loves me. Now we get along great. But like, I just gave him shit. But it's like that little sibling thing. I got abused by my older brother, so I just like passed it down to my younger brother.
Your older brother was selling weed and growing it in the house?
Yes. So basically, this is what happened. So he brings in these plants, and he's got the lights and everything, the whole deal. And I don't know, it's probably like months had passed. It was growing, it was flourishing. My mom was watering. She was helping water the plant, and she's like, oh my God, this is very interesting. It keeps, she really liked the plant. She's like, it's not that pretty, because she wanted,
weird.
she wanted to keep it in the house.
Did she say anything about the smell of it? Because they are very noticeable, right?
She did say it smelled like it was an interesting smell to it. I don't like quite remember everything, but I do remember her watering the shit out of it. And my brother's like, he's like, hey, you fucking water plant my water. Blah, blah, blah. Like he's like yelling at her because she like I guess put too much water in there or something. I have no idea. I was probably in junior high. My brother's like in high school at the time, and I'm like, well, just tell her, it's for a science project or whatever, And she's like, oh, that's interesting. You guys gonna do this for school? Why? Grow a plant? That's weird. Okay.
It looks very sciencey. I mean, you got all these lights
with the lights and everything.
Yeah.
And then, the electricity bill just going, through my dad's just fucking losing his mind. So my brother's friend, his mom pulls up and she drops him off, and she's like, hey, Vera, do you know you have weed plants growing in your window there? And she's like, what do you
They're
mean
in the
weed
window?
plants? Yeah, in the window. And she's like, what do you mean weed plants? She's like, pot. She's like, what is that? She's like, marijuana. It's a drug. She's like, what? What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what these fucking kids do in this country. I don't know what. She's like, marijuana, And did you know? I was like, no, I didn't know. I had no idea. There was a science
You knew
project.
all about it because you were smoking it.
Yeah.
When did your brother smoke you out for the first? I'm assuming your brother must have been the first guy that did it because he had selling it.
I don't really remember who no, it was my friend Megan actually, and we would smoke it.
girl.
We would smoke it
Nice.
in elementary school when I was in fifth and sixth grade on recess time or whatever.
This is great.
Yeah. So
Dude,
I would
that
hide it, and the PE teacher, Mr. Prina, would always try to catch us. He's like, okay, so they had to search me. I just stuffed it in my underwear.
Mm-hmm.
And I just they're like, okay. So they had the nurse check my bra and stuff like that. And I was like, this bitch ain't getting my panties. I'll fucking stab her. And never caught. They're like, but you smell like smoke. And I was like, I didn't smoke nothing. What are you talking about? Just high as shit. But yeah,
You just say, oh, my parents smoke.
yeah. So she had it. She introduced me to that. And then, my brother eventually dated her, but we all had the same friends growing up mostly. So we all, smoked and stuff. Smoked weed. the worst thing that can happen is your son's gay in the Albanian culture.
I think that's in every culture, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, here
I
I
was
think
hoping that
it's
you
more
were
accepting.
just gonna stop right before Albanian culture. You're
Yeah.
just gonna say it.
Yeah, it's like the worst thing that can happen. So, I don't know. She's just getting my goddamn nerves, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck with her. She, my brother at the time started a band with his friend Spencer, and they were terrible. Spencer was a great guitar player. My brother could not sing.
What was this band called?
I don't remember, but they would always play in the garage. They're like, I'm jamming in the garage. So I'm like,
Just the two of them, or was it a whole band?
it was just the two of them mostly. So my mom was like, what are they doing in there? They're smoking pot. They're, doing this. And she'd get annoyed. So she'd like always bust them like drinking or doing whatever, I was like, Mom, don't you think it's weird that they spend so much time together and, in the garage? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, you don't think that's kind of gay? And she's like, what are you talking about? No. I'm like, I don't know. And I had pictures of them, we are taking, the old school camera that you have to turn it in and get the film back and all that shit and go. So I just like saw all these pictures of him, and like my brother's got his shirt off because like
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Super gay pictures.
Just
and then
playing a
there's
bunch of Queen covers and
and then there's like pictures of them on the cat like this, like buddy pictures, like hugging each other. I was like, Mom, look what I found in Visa's drawer. Like I had pretended like they were hidden away, like he didn't want anybody to see them.
That is
Brilliant. I was like, look, and then she immediately started crying, and I was like, Mom, I'm fucking kidding. She's like, no, you're not. This is bad. What am I gonna tell your dad? He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. What am I gonna do? Like, she's like freaking out. She's like, oh my God, I'm not gonna tell your dad. How am I gonna tell your dad? I'm like, Mom, I just said I was joking, and like I had to tell her this like a few times because it was just like. She lost it. She lost it. She couldn't even hear what I was saying. And I'm like, I'm like maniacally laughing, and I'm just like, but like I did feel kind of bad. I was like, Jesus, I'm like, what if he was gay? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. She'd like kill herself or what?
Hey, just because she's concerned about where her son spends eternity.
Well, now, like, she gives advice to, like, other people. She's like, well, they're just born like that, maybe. Or maybe they just had too many sisters.
They smoke too much marijuana.
Yeah.
I have too many sisters.
I used to dress my little brother up as a girl.
Yeah.
And because I wanted a sister really bad. And he ended up liking like me. He's like, put more lipstick on.
You turned him gay.
Put more lipstick on.
That's
no,
great.
you know what? My dad saw that and he fucking smacked the shit out of me. He's like,
yeah, he smacked the gay
he's
out
like,
of him.
he's like, you're gonna make him gay. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna do that again.
Wait, did he hit you or him?
He hit me.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, don't fucking do that ever again. He's gonna be gay.
I like that he's very, he's willing to hit women too.
And I was all proud. I'm like, hey, look. I'm like, look, isn't he cute? And my brother's like, yay, look at me.
I look fabulous.
Yeah, and he was such a cute kid. He had like natural curly eyelashes. I'm like, God damn it. You'd be such a pretty girl. Can't you just be my sister?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Degenerate.
Yeah. They take escapism serious.
So did your brother ever find out that you said that to your mom?
I did tell him.
You told him later?
He's like, you seriously believed? She seriously believed you? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
I'm slim and puss all the time.
You're like, well, look at these pictures.
Yeah.
They are gay.
But I'm like, I'm just like serious, like dead face. So she was like, are you?
She bought it all.
She bought it. She still I constantly mess with my mom. She still believes it. She's like, are you serious? You're like, me and my brother, we're always constantly messing with the poor lady. Yeah, she takes it though. She's like, I never know when you guys are lying. God damn it. I'm like, should figure it out by now, woman. Yeah. Good times.
Must be nice to have a mother.
You had a mother at one point, right?
Yeah,
how was it?
Actually, probably just long enough.
Shut up. Oh,
Just long enough.
I'm sorry.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
I do have to say one
Sweet.
last thing, though.
Oh, all right.
Yo, before we make like a black father and abandon you, I want to give a shout out to Elizabeth Bailey, my childhood crush. You broke my heart because I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. And now I'm back to let you know I can really shake it down. You fucking bitch. Actually, let me tell you a sad story about
My childhood crush, Elizabeth Bailey. I only interacted with her one time. We're going to leave this podcast on a real bittersweet note. I only talked to her one time. It was the day I returned to school after my mom died, and she gave me a card that she made everyone in this class sign. I watched her go person to person and give the card to everyone. Humiliating. There was like 3 dudes that were sort of like, who are those guys on The Simpsons who are the bullies? They were like those 3 dudes,
yeah.
and they refused to sign the fucking card.
Fucking assholes. Kids are
They're the
brutal.
only people I admired from that school.
Would you sign somebody else's card? Would you have?
Yeah, I probably did. But what the fuck were they telling all the other kids in school that I was grieving? It's fucked up.
That's what I was thinking.
Thank
Why
you for
would
fucking up my childhood even worse. Anyway, that's the only time I ever talked to that girl, and I was in love with her.
Well, she probably
She
thought it was
pitied
being
me.
a nice, thing to do for somebody that. their
What a
mom
turn
died.
off for me. Pity.
Do you
That's
know?
like a pity fuck.
Do you
You fucked
know-
me because you felt sorry for me? That's disgusting.
At least we know she's probably fat by now.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Who said she wasn't fat then too, man?
Well, that's true.
Come on.
I don't know why
It makes me happy when I see my friends in high school that are really fat now. I'm
Yeah.
like, ah.
Dude, I went to a high school reunion of mine one
Oh,
time.
that's
I don't
nice.
know what it was
You got
like.
invited to yours?
Yeah.
I think they stopped inviting me.
Yeah.
Never got invited.
Not as old
to
as
that.
you yet.
But it
though.
really was like quite amazing just how consistently fat everybody was. Like I was like, what the hell? Everyone
see
just
you-
decided to do that? Like
They all just gave up.
No one?
Absolutely. Once you have kids and shit, it's over.
Yeah.
Did you see your high school crush in there? Did she get fat? Or did you bring her with you?
No, there was a No, she
Like old times, baby.
It's hard to dig
Just
yourself
followed her
out of
in.
a hole that I dig that deep. But- no, I saw her. I don't remember if she was fat though. Everyone else was though, rest assured.
Whatever.
All right, keep on trolling.
Keep on trolling.
Hey, I'm trolling over here. Watch out. Smoke marijuana. Smoke marijuana. All the man now, dog. All the man now, dog. All the man now,
Someone will receive your planner.